How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. The first stream of 2024. I wanted to stream yesterday, but I kind of woke up and I was like, you know what? There's no way I'm going to be able to. I just know it. I am exhausted. I am tired. I feel that happens every single time. Like, every time I get hit with like a birthday thing, right? Every time I get a year older, I'm like, I just need a day to recoup. I don't know what it is. Maybe just like mentality is just not quite there, right? It's like, okay, maybe someone in the back of my mind, I'm like, nice haircut. Dude, I had to go get a haircut, man. I had to start off the year fresh. Yesterday, I couldn't start it. Today is when we truly begin. How you boys all doing? Welcome back. By the way, I went to my barbershop to get a cut from my barber. Apparently, the guy had a heart attack on Christmas Eve. So he had a really shitty Christmas. I mean, he's alive. He's walking. He got a shoulder blade pain, but he says from the anesthesia, and they put something in him, but basically had an artery blocked. So he wasn't good. He wasn't doing all that good on Christmas, but he's, I mean, he came into work today. So you know what? If he came into work after a heart attack, I got zero excuse. Boys, we got ourselves fatty volts for the day. 2024 patch 10.25 finally got a release date. A little later than I thought. I honestly, because the thing's been done. Like, they've had the build for 10.25 for a while on WoW. Had even been a Canada build for a while. I think they're just pushing because of the holiday stuff. That, or they want to put more stuff in before it's released. But yeah. So Seeds of Renewal, which is the new patch, that's coming out. What day is it? January 16th? Yeah, if adjustment. My God, I've been hanging on PTR, just flying around Zuldazar or the 26th. No, it's 16th. It's 16th. Get it from 16th. They had 26th on Wowhead. It is confirmed 16th though. But yeah, Dragon Riding everywhere is going to be awesome. Suramar in particular. Oh, it's so good. It's actually such a good quality adjustment, man. Azeroth Archives is like a new open world activity. Think of like the Feast with Tuskar or the Hunts with Centaur, you know, those kind of things. It's going to give you like more mods and stuff, which is pretty cool. Gilneas storyline, which is going to be neat. They're probably going to add more stuff in it. They've been really secretive with the Gilneas stuff. Dragonflight follower dungeons, basically solo one-man dungeons. They're pretty cool. It's for like brand new players learning how to play the classes. It's probably going to be like I'm not really going to use it. I don't know how many of you guys are going to use it, but I think if you're a brand new player, want to just try stuff in like a stress-free environment, or don't want to feel like, I think a lot of new players, like when they go into a dungeon, right? Heroic, normal, they're just getting pulled left and right by all the other players that are geared, right? And you get to blaze through the content, but you can't take it like step by step and explore the mobs, bosses, lore, all that stuff. So it's going to be kind of nice for that. And then Dragon Isle Epilogues, which is like more quests. Troll Junai customizations, apparently. Junai, I think they get new hair options and more skins and stuff. Troll, I think it's like hair and other things. Love is an Air holiday update, so it's gonna be kind of cool. Mogs, lots of transmog, lots of cool mogs for it. Additional Warlock demon customizations for your. They're adding more demon customization for the Affliction Warlocks and Tyrants. I think they're changing Tyrants so you can have like a different kind of Tyrant or just the color schemes of them. I know they're adding like something extra for Affliction. I forget what it is. I think it's like different. Oh, that's what it is. You know how the like, Affliction Warlocks have like the they have the Observer Demon instead of like the Demon Doggo. So if you want to summon your Dark Glare, that could be a big Observer now. And then you could also do that one from Pandaria, that one-eyed thing, boss from Throne of Thunder. You could do that as like a demon you summon. That's pretty cool. But it's like nothing crazy, but like it's a nice little patch. It's a nice little update. I think it's gonna keep people kind of playing. I was hoping for like big meta shifts, and I still do hope they just throw in a bunch of class changes for PvE or PvP, but like the meta has been pretty balanced so far, at least for PvE side of things. What's up, Mike? MM? It outstarted Alt Rogue Crit versus a rare deck from Warcraft. That's so good. That's a good one. If you are going to be playing Rogue, that's a good one. It depends on the spec, right? I'm guessing Outlaw. How you doing, my guy? Yo, Johnny, I'm almost 3200. Would you want to do some real keys sometime this week? Oh yeah, by the way, if you got your train post stuff done, you should have your Warden set. It's pretty cool. I got my full tier set on this guy, so it's kind of nice. It's going up with my boxes for the day, yeah? Let's start off with those for the evening. The Affliction doesn't even run Dark Glare right now. Do they not? Hold on, can I look at the Affliction? What do they even run? What do they even run? What do they use? That's a good question. Hold on, can I see this? Okay, sub creation, fantastic website. Woo, Affliction's F tier, don't look at it. Ignore it. It looks like some people do, but yeah, some builds apparently don't. Yeah, I guess it depends what kind of build you run. It looks like from sub creation, like 1,500 builds at least what they could track do run it, but I guess you don't have to. I think it's kind of good. The fact that he's like alternative playstyle to play in the Dark Glare, I think it's fine. I don't think it's the worst, you know? At least that's how I feel. I gotta play Affliction some more though. I've been playing Destruction. I think that's the spec I like a lot. Hit me up whenever. Dude, I'm 20 points away from 3200. I just need a little bit more. Me and Nidalee been doing some keys. Maybe we can get you in. Because we have Carl. We have a guy named Klept in there. And if you could be the 5th for that group, that could be a comp, man. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, G. Hope you have a good one. Hey, Foxy, how you doing, my guy Keith? First loaded 2404. I know, dude. I know. Shout out, hope you're having a good one, my guy. Just took a message to work for the rest of the year, dude. On work time, that is how you do it. Do it on the company time, that is the play. Did I really not do anything on this guy? I was pretty sure I did something on Demon Hunter this week. Okay, I'm gonna have to remedy that. Demon Hunter might be the first character we get a key done this week, boys. That is just incredible. I am disappointing myself. Only 3100. We could push it up to 3200 easily. I mean, we did a 26 Altaldazar last week, or yeah, for last reset, so it was really doable. I think 26s are doable with like an actual composition. I don't really. It doesn't have to be meta class. Well, it doesn't have to be meta classes, but Nidalee plays a Mistweaver. I'll play an Outlaw Rogue. Klept plays a Evoker. That's pretty meta classes. Carl's a monk, but I don't know if he's going to be getting a paladin up and running or not. I think if he does though, they might be looking at a DPS slot. I don't really know. This guy down to 20, by the way, so I can get myself a mythic glove. Monk, I don't even know how I did a 20, but we just walked in and we did it. It was with the guildies. It was with 2 warriors, 2 furies, 1 blood DK, 1 unholy DK. I'm the only one to cleanse anything. It was a black root hold, so I guess it's not the most difficult key ever, yeah. But that's a nice little upgrade. It's purple. I think that'll look good. I'd like the green that they got going on, but I'll take the purple. I'll take the direct item level upgrade. I do need to get more pieces of tier, but like as long as I have the 2 set, like that's where a bulk of my healing is gonna come from. Just putting a heal on somebody with a healing over time, 50% more healing. Come on, that is way too good. All right, lock next. HC Monk's head looks way better than Mythic. I do like that green, like that minty green. It just feels like Mistweaver. But the purple one, I gotta take a look at the entire thing, but I'm pretty sure the color schemes for that one are probably gonna be not to my liking. Just a guess, just a hunch. You know what I mean? So when you were by Havoc, Demon Hunter was on main years ago. Honestly, I say I'm enjoying it again. I'm glad you are. Yeah, Havoc right now. I mean, it's a socket. I'm not gonna complain. But Havoc, yeah, they're really good right now. Jake, I was about to ask you what gem should I put in this thing, but I ain't able to afford a gem with 200 gold. That's just not happening. Unless I sell like my previous tier pieces. Which probably should, honestly, right? Probably should do it. Let's do it. Let's just get it done. Maybe I'll have enough gold to scrape by together. I guess I'm thinking of playing like everything. Do I have a... Okay, I do have a weapon, so I don't need these anymore. I'm gonna sell all these. I don't think I need them. I don't think I need them. I don't think I... Haste? Is that better? Versa haste? Okay, Versa haste. Can do. Got 1,000 gold. Just enough. Maybe I can afford a gem. Maybe 1. What are the prices on these things nowadays? Versa heavy, right? Or haste heavy? Some just heavy Versa gems. Okay, I'll give it a go. Versa haste, huh? Isn't that like Keen? Right? Or am I Keen Malachite? Or am I wrong about that? Energize. Oh, energized. Okay, yeah, barely enough gold. Yeah, now we're back to broke. We went from like, okay, a little bit of gold, maybe we can afford like a couple of potions, to we can't afford jack. Fantastic. I should put an enchant on this thing, shouldn't I? I should. We're here anyway. We're spending money in the hole anyway. You know, might as well. Rest. Speed. We are slow as hell. We are a lard compared to any other class in the game. We just need to put this warlock on a treadmill, get the speed on this thing. You know what I mean? It's bad. It's bad. I should also get this recrafted to a higher level too. Once I get enough slice stones, if ever. Pally next. Paladin, I tried to see if I can get a Lego. I'm gonna have like what, a nullifier loot from Farak or something. And then I'm gonna have hopefully an actual key. I did do a key, so maybe. For confuses Yum 480 now. I mean, how does it feel to play? Does it feel good? Probably feel like super tanky, like incredibly survivable. I'm pretty sure I take the Rogue Footman leg plates. And I'll eventually convert them into it. Oh, can I convert them into a tier now? I don't think I've catalyzed anything on this thing at all. So maybe pick up like a 2 set. Do I have anything else I can catalyze? Helm. I'll keep it there. I'll think about it. That's what I'll do. I'll just have to figure that character out. This guy on Druid, I've been so behind on Druid, man. It's been pretty bad. I don't think I even got a key down on this guy, did I? Hold on a second. I don't think I did anything. Yeah, this guy, I was gonna do a key and then I dipped out to do something else. So we'll come back to that one. I got 3180 with the ret and struggling to get a groups. Dude, yeah, as a ret, I feel like it was one of those classes. Once you're getting into like the 3200 score range, you're trying to look for like old 25s, 24s, maybe even 26s here and there. Yeah, pugging becomes a lot more difficult. This is where, like, if you can establish some kind of like a pre-made group to run with regularly, you could really push a class with a pre-made, even if it's like a red paladin. I'll take it. I think I've gotten offhand twice in a row now, but like, okay. All right. I'll grab it. I've been enjoying Mage a lot. I just gotta like get a little bit more items on this thing. I was gonna say full tier, but not really. AJ, my guy, 67 months, my man. So good at that, sweet. I'm so good at that. Yo, can we get a hashtag AJ, my guy? I appreciate ya. AJ, my man. I don't know where my heart went, but there it is. Thanks so much, my guy. Been a supporter of the channel for ages now, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Just following, doing like 300k DPS per key now. Is it actually that good, I guess? Okay, versatility. Unique. Did not expect it, but here we are. What's up, Bracker? How you doing, my man? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, my guy. To my Deacon stop at 69. True. 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 69 streak and then just added there. That's that makes sense to me. You know, don't want to loot his prot. I kind of do. Branch. Hero track branch I think is going to be better than, yeah, hero track branch. We'll take it. That's pretty decent. That's generally a good trinket, or at least I see a lot of people run it, or strength classes run it. As good as Cataclysmic Signet is, I actually think branch is better as the offset or off piece. Like, no joke, I actually think that's better. Also, we're not going to be doing a heroic tonight. We're just going to jump into mythic immediately. Re-clear just to get to the skip and do Tindril. But that should be fun. Happy New Year down chat. What's up, Agent? Happy New Year to you too, my guy. Yo, dude, this is gonna be that good, yeah, right? So Warlock tier set basically got the Legion weapon. That was terrifying for a second. Warlock basically get the Legion weapon back as a tier set. Dimensional Rift gonna summon a powerful Flame Rift. Basically, yeah, basically. But like with a couple of changes, but yeah, essentially. 24% Versa. That's a good number. That's a starting number. That's pretty good on top of like the mastery you get. I think the demo should have an option to make the Dreadstalkers, Core Hounds, or Void Terrors dock things. I don't disagree with that. I mean, if you ever wanted a Time Strike weapon, I got 2 of them. Twice. I mean, there it is. There it is. a little sad that I didn't get an actual upgrade, but I'm not like playing my hunter seriously at the moment. So I guess I can't really get angry at it, but like Time Strike is the weapon that most people are looking for like single target at the very least. And I got it twice now, so there it is. I really gotta put some effort into this character. I gotta get like a normal run. I gotta get a bit of extra item level into the 450, get myself into a normal, run through, get my entire tier set, and then a couple other pieces, and then start doing regular keys and push them. But like pushing up keys, man, I just gotta get like I just gotta wait until like Guildies are just doing some rat keys on alts, and then just bring my hunter in on that and just start looting all the gear and getting the weeklies out of the way. I think that's the play, honestly. What's up, Alessandro? Dali must bless me for me to get my weapon Demon Hunter from Vault. Bless you, child. Take my luck. Borrow it. No, don't take it, just borrow it. Okay, let's change that in a second. Hold on. You can borrow my luck. Because I've been getting kind of lucky so far. Like, the loot that I've gotten on alts has been pretty good for the most part. Some of it needs to be catalyzed and all that, but like generally item level upgrades here and there. But like a tier piece, I won't say no. I just need like a second item to catalyze or something. Do I have a? I do. So we could get at least a 2-set guaranteed on this thing. And do 20% more damage to smite and penance? I'll take it. You know what? I'm gonna go do it right now. Just because I'm gonna forget otherwise. I got double time and time with Time Strike on it for somebody glaive from a vault plus 16. Yeah, it's huge, man. Put myself for DH. Yeah, if you get that on your Demon Hunter, that's a huge weapon. It's like, I guess like having a higher item level weapon is generally better, but it's just that extra Time Strike damage. Do Demon Hunters benefit a lot from it? Because like whenever I play my rogue and I have 2 daggers with Time Strike, like that's a decent bit of damage overall, but it's just like, it's not like a huge number. But I guess it's like better than a normal weapon because a normal weapon doesn't bring. You know, it just feels like at some point those items feel like they're just splitting hairs. You know what I mean? That's kind of how that item feels also. Yeah, so I still have 4 pieces of just catalyst, so I can get a 4-set this week if I put in effort on this character. I'm 450, so getting a normal wouldn't be difficult. Hell, I probably could get into a couple of heroics too. 20% more damage with Smite and Penance. And Smite extends duration of active atonement. That's going to be good on M+. I think that's going to be really, really good. I'm actually very, very happy about that in general. 2% my DH? I guess like 2% is such a small number, but also like it's better than a weapon that doesn't provide it. It's just like, I don't know. Like whenever a weapon has like a bonus effect, I still remember Folly. Remember Folly? I remember Folly. Or the Slappy Tentacles from Tier, I think it was, in BFA. Those things, they're like there was a meaty bar on your overall DPS meter. I mean, for Outlaw, like everything was below Blade Flurry, but like in like a smaller pool, like the amount of zap damage it did, 2%, 2%. You're not wrong. It's just like, I guess I don't have too much of a gripe with it. I just wish it was like more satisfying to use. Maybe if it had like a better visual, right? Or like a sound that was just like badass or something. I think that would complete it. Now, I think a lot of that would just like, I think that would complete it. I also got this. I want to see if it sells for anything. I mean, if that sells for 15,000, 15,000, 15,000, I'll take it. You know what I mean? That's consumables, and this guy apparently has enough gold to buy consumables and enchants and all that. I gotta figure out like gear on my alts, because I don't want to give my alts gold for my main. That I'm trying to save on my main. I mean, the speed is a good stat. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Plus his boots from like the warrior set, and I kind of need more of those warrior set pieces that it can be mogged on the DK and all that. But extra speed, I already feel it. Look, hold on. Look at this character. Look how slow I'm running. Right? Watch it. I can feel it. I can feel it. Death Knight as a class is a slug. Slug. You know what? Let's go catalyze my stuff. Let's go catalyze so I can actually have a 4-set to play with. Because now we can play Frost. Now we can play Frost and utilize the Snowball. And I haven't been able to play the Snowball since the PTR. So I'll finally be able to do it. Didn't Outlaw end up running Mythic Folly plus Red Emphas Weapon Season 4? Might have been, yes. I think there was like a build that ran it, but I think also Double Fist was okay too. Maybe. But also it was BFA where the, technically, the Croc Tusk was still really good, at least for pure single target. So I think you also kind of ran that in offhand maybe. Or double that for like Nazoth or raids, I guess. Not going to be the highest out of mode pieces, but you know what? I'm going to give myself 4 set because right now I don't even have a set. I don't even have a bonus right now, so I'm just going to do it. I know it's like veteran gear, right? Most items to catalyze, but I could actually play the character, so I'll say yes to that. I'll just need to mog myself, but here we are. Beautiful. Now we get the 4 set. I wanted to play with the DK 4 set for so long. Finally. Why am I getting my 4 set now on a lot of my ults, man? Only now. But we can actually play these characters for a bit. I also want to play Unholy too, because apparently the tier set, not super game changing, but just strong in general. 12% speed on my Warlock. Feels so good. Dude, yeah, speed is a stat. You can actually feel it. It's like a very incremental change, but when you play a class that's super slow, you really feel it. It is so good. On the Rogue, I don't feel it just because if I wanted to, sprint could be up 24/7. I just realized that recently. I was there and I think it was the final boss of Everbloom. You know how like the he does a whole mechanic with blooms and seeds everywhere, right? But like Rogue has so much cooldown reduction to it. At some point I just started pressing sprint on cooldown. And I had like a 98% uptime on sprint, or like 80% or something like that, or 89, one of those two numbers. And I was like, wait, you can actually just sprint constantly at 200% movement speed. So we just like run over, grab the flowers, come back in, get a couple of ambushes between the eyes combos. I'm gonna bump back up. Don't even really need the cooldown reduction either. That's just like a bonus. Just get on weekly 4. I gotta get that done too. That's really good this week. Yeah, big heroic upgrade. Is this good? No, it's not. You know why? Because we already have a 100% crit chance with Lava Bursts. We don't need more crit. Maybe I could pick it up for Resto? Chat, what do you think? Trinket or coin? Because this is not good for Elemental at all. Like the intellect maybe will be pretty good versus Rot Crusted Voodoo Doll. Like I could sim it, but that crit is meaningless. The proc means nothing. 3, 4, 6, 7, I level something. Maybe, right? Maybe I should grab it just for the free item level. Or you mean like the your piece? Yeah, Emissary War. Yeah, definitely worth doing. Definitely worth doing. I'm gonna try to get it done with my ult. If Crank can help me, that'll be amazing. That's a good set. It's actually a really good set. What do you guys think? I'm thinking just take the coin. Although it's not like I have a lot of coins to begin with. Yeah, that'll be my first dud. It's Hero Track. I'm gonna take the coin. It's Hero Track because I could just get like a better trinket with Hero Track as well. Like 2 out of 6. That's not that difficult. Alright. I guess I'll hold on to it for now. I'll hold. Take the trinket in case season isn't lava season. I don't know, man. No. Next season has to be lava season. There's no way it's not. I feel like that's way. I feel like I like lava better than lightning. There, I said it. I thought it was the opposite direction in that mindset completely, but nope. Changed my mind. I think I actually like lava better. Lava is we love lava. It's so good. Give me a piece of tier. Give me a piece of tier for this augmentation evoker lizard thing. That's not what I wanted. I mean, it's a mythic track. I should grab it. That's not what I meant, game. I meant like something that can catalyze, but whatever. Fine. I'll take a mythic track chest. Okay. I was like lava over lightning. I think lightning is cool, and I played with it because it was like unique, at least compared to lava. But yeah, playing with it some more, I just like lava a lot. Like it fits the class super well. You know what? In purple, it doesn't look that bad. I don't hate it. Lava just for elemental feels so good. Like it matches, right? Just instant casting while moving, a very flexible, snap damage, proper sustain output, but also random burstiness of it with the primordial. It feels right. You know what I mean? It just feels right. It feels like that is the correct way that the class should be designed and played. It's at least how I feel, but you know, All right, let me grab myself an enchant, and I was really hoping to get like another item that I can catalyze because I have shoulders, and if I had like gloves or pants, then I would get my 4th set because I have my 2 and 2 right now. But getting the 4th one is going to be a little better for just Ebonite for long windows. I guess 2 and 2 is pretty good just because Ebonite does increase my damage output with the original 2 set, but I think the other one is going to be better for the group stuff. Yeah, but both of them are good for the group stuff. But yeah. Rogue, we're gonna be opening up with the dagger. Hopefully we'll get something good, but I'm kind of thinking we're gonna get like a spark. I haven't even got my spark for the week today. Haven't had the time to log on to just do my dailies for the day. Instead, me and Kren got what is it, Mogs from Trading Post. I ended up picking up the which one is it? Is it down here? What would I place it? It's like the, I don't see it. Oh wait, no, it's here. So we got the Justice, our relenting Justice, and the Waste Wanderer. I like this a lot. Did you know that the shoulder like moves? Like there's sparks, there's chains, there's like this dial that just changes back and forth. Like I like this set a lot. It looks pretty good. Doesn't look that bad on Nightborn, honestly. Like actually not bad at all. I like this one a ton. And I still have 3,000 tender left over, so I can just go again. Just buy up the good stuff. I was thinking buy the Scarab, but then I realized that they added the Scarab on the new Black Market Auction House vendor for the gold sink, and that thing is going to be up until August, so I'm just gonna wait until progression is over, and then I'm gonna spend whatever I have left over my gold instead of buying potions just to buy them out and get it over with. Mike's awesome. You're so good, man. Which other craft am I have a Demon Hunter or Trinket or one next using PvP badge for PvE? When replace it, don't craft a Trinket for a PvE class. Just do a dungeon to get a PvE Trinket. If anything, you can craft a embellishment. Like if you are going to play a Demon Hunter for real, Toxic Thorn Boots is what just about every single leather DPS class is crafting right now. Maybe someone crafting slime. But let me double check. Because Wowhead guides get a lot of their info from the people that do class Discord theory crafting are the people writing the Wowhead guides nowadays. So they usually have really good information that's like sourced and double checked and all that stuff. For them, they're saying some of the best stuff to craft your things on would be. Oh, apparently no, never mind. Apparently your best craft is going to be blue silken lining. So additional mastery while your health is high. And like crafting a belt, crafting a binding, signet with those things apparently is the better craft. So I would do like a ring. Honestly, you have this already. So you already have your blue silken linings. I guess you could do a weapon or just like fill out some of your other pieces. You know what I mean? Yeah, I would just fill out some of your other pieces then. Whatever's like your lowest item level. Not a trinket though. Trinkets are just not. The crafted trinkets are good for a handful of classes, but they're not really recommended, at least for the agility leather classes that I like paid attention to. I know some casters actually can use them, like hunters. I think Jake messed around with some of those though. Like Jake messed around, and apparently like the trinket does seem pretty good for like warlock and hunter, depending on the spec you're playing. So like, you know, BM or Destro, Demo. Alchemy trinket is the same crit for healers. Yeah, like stuff like that. I have thorns. Thorns is fine, honestly, if you got thorns. Thorns and thorns and apparently an item with a toxic infuse, or the toxic patch is decent on single target. But if you want to craft some items with a potentially to add a mastery buff to them, you could do that. So like bracers or whatever is your lowest item level right now. All right, open up as a sass. I want second dagger, baby. You can get a second dagger. So what do we pick up then? Helmet I don't actually use. Chest I have. Ring I don't need. Shoulders I don't need. Bracer I don't need. I think we actually take our first potentially socket this week, chat, with Aspect's Token of Merit, because I can actually use any of this stuff, even though it's like Mythic Track, which is a little sad, but not really an upgrade. Send Ring to a monk, please. That's a high. It's got leech too. It's got high versatility. It's got good haste. Hold on. Is this actually good? No, not Signet or Last Elder. Not against Satanic Insight. No, crit burst is what I need. I mean, haste is technically better for single target, but like it would won't crit. You can get haste somewhere else. Braces are okay. Shoulders are okay, but I already have them. I don't need a helm. I already have a mythic helm, or mythic track helm rather. Yeah. This is gonna run aspect. But I guess the question now is, do I get a splintered spark so I can craft another item? Or do I just go for nature's cradle for socket? I think probably socket, right? And I could socket my bracers, which are crafted. And I'm not gonna be switching them anytime soon. I could socket my helm, which is not gonna be switched out. I could socket a ring, which is probably not. Rings maybe getting switched out. Another thing I could also craft is I could catalyze this into a crit versatility belt and put a socket on it, and that'll be better. Running low on gold because I had to enchant my Havoc Demon Hunter. But it's easy to swing a golden WoW without buying a WoW token. Professions, like if you have a gathering profession, the gathering or what's it, the herbalism, plants, herbs, that can make a bit of gold depending on like the rarity of the craft or how many of it you get. Like if you get a bunch of rank 3 Writhe Bark, for example, that used to be pretty good. What I used to do back in the day. I think right now like doing dailies and stuff actually gets you quite a bit of gold just from like flying on the map and getting as many dailies as possible. But also check to see if, let's say, you got a buff from Dream Surge. If a Dream Surge has the buff for additional gold and you save all the gold based like activities, they will award you additional gold, and doing them on a bunch of characters whenever it's active is usually what a lot of people do to get just a boost of it. Chat can maybe recommend something else you guys do. Herbalism mining, that's what I think, yeah. Like if you just want to get like a grind going where you can just fly around and just herb or mine or do all this other stuff, yeah, herbalism and mining seems to be the play. Alright, I kind of want to see if I can like see this. Maybe I can like figure out what I get. How do I add a socket? Up to one prismatic socket with, I guess I'll do, where's the haste? On all of my items. Yeah, let me do that. Hold on, let me also do this. Let me see if I can catalyze this. Oh no, wouldn't be able to catalyze that, would I? Okay, but what if I were to upgrade its item level? Ah, maybe it'll work, sorta. Okay, we'll try to see if I can just sim it like that. Apparently, doing like, look at myself, apparently Lucid Shadewalker is already catalyzed, so I can convert it into versatility crit. For some reason I thought if I catalyze it becomes a versatility crit one. But I don't think that's true. I think it's just a normal bloody Dragonflight belt that gives crit versatility. Which doesn't really work, but that mastery is not that good. Apparently slapping on a ring is like the play though. Or the better play. I'm thinking do it on a crafted item that I'm probably not going to remove, which I think is the bracer. Hold on, let me do this too. I'm trying to see if I can do a sim, and let me do a drop optimizer for like another crafted item. Like what else can I craft that'll be like an upgrade? Because I technically just get a crafted item. I just want to see how much of an upgrade it is. But also like, oh man, because I have to maintain like my rogue, I want to maintain an outlaw set, but I also need to have a subtlety and assassination set. So trying to figure out stats and stuff and all that, it's a little messy. I'm just gonna let it run sim. Remember the beginning of the herbalism mining were insane. You could make 100k. Yeah, easily. Yeah, if you were to put in enough time, it was huge. Same BFA made over $1 million farming herbs and around the house. Yeah, the earlier you got in, and the more time you spend farming, the more gold you can net out of it. Especially if you got like really good farms going, or like you were lucky with some of the like the anchorweed farms back in the day. If you were lucky enough to be in a group to gather anchorweeds before they despawn right in front of your face. Yeah, I think those things are still really, really good. I think another farm that could be good too is maybe like some of the Zarelek Karen farms, if there's any items from there, because nobody really goes back to Zarelek, but people still need to craft stuff that relies off of Zarelek to some degree, some items. So maybe there's a chance there as well. I haven't messed with it at all. I kind of stopped doing professional stuff after 10.1 came out on my druid. But yeah, just keep doing it over and over till trinket drops. Just keep doing them over and over till a trinket drops. Over 14 key because I downgraded. Do you recommend spam keys from a trinket? You could, yeah. I would just see if you can get into like a normal run of the raid, because actually some of the trinkets from the raid are pretty good. Like if you can get Smolder Run trinket, that's generally pretty good. As a Demon Hunter, final trinket from Farak is also really, really good. Scales well with Demon Hunter, just direct crit as well as a chance to do additional fire damage. Huh? I am sorry? What do you mean? Darkmoon Box Dance is 2000 DPS increase. I'm sorry? Excuse me? Is this someone new? Is this a troll sim? There's no shot, right? There's no shot this trinket is actually good. Darkmoon deck box. I'm double checking the rogue thing. Hold on, gear. Crafted gear. Darkmoon deck with the Ember Scale Sigil. This trinket is close performance to other desirable raid and M+ trinkets, so it can be an option if you can get your hands on them. With the Sigil, it is recommended to use them with the 7 or Ace cards are active. The Sigil does not use an embellishment slot. It needs a Sigil? It's a box though? Paragra shuffle the deck in combat, used to refresh the dance. Refreshing dance is bouncing between friends and foes. Deal nature damage or healing. The number of bounces determined by the topmost card in the deck. 1 minute 30-second cooldown. I think it's a sim trap. It sims high Rogue too. So apparently it is notably crafted like with the Ember Scale Sigil. This trinket is close in performance to other desirable raid and M+ trinkets, so it can be an option if you can't. But it says if you can get your hands on those trinkets. And the thing is, like, I could just go and do the what's it called? Oh, you know why? It's because I have this thing. That's why. Ember Notification. It's not real. It's not a real sim. I'm only running Ember Notification from Mythic Plus, and the game doesn't really understand what to do with it. That's why. So I'm gonna ignore it. This means Cloak is 81 versus Socket, which was how much? Socket is 700. There's no shot the Socket is 700, but I mean I'll do it. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go Socket. I'm just gonna do Socket and put it on the ring. And I guess I'm gonna have my rings all solidified. Can't really swap them out too much. Where is it? I'm committed to it. Crafted gear is gonna be a little bit hard to come by. We'll do a Socket on the ring. I'm just gonna trust the sim. I'm just gonna trust it. Yeah, but that makes sense why that trinket is like sim so hard. It's because of this thing. It's really good in dungeons. But it's just not really, in single target, it has no idea what to do with it. It's like, Versa or just a random, like, ability proc or something. What does it normally have? Like, fire, right? It's like, oh, fire is better. But even that one is a bit of a sim trap too, honestly. Do I already have Versa gem? I need a different one. I need a gem with a bit of that haste. It was a Radiant. Energized, there it is. Energy. Yo, G, my man, yo! How long have you been a member for, my guy? Yo, can we get outside G in chat, boys? Thank you, thank you. We've been a member at least for a year based on the beautiful Dal face. Thank you so much, my guy. Appreciate ya. Welcome back, welcome back. Thank you so much. All right, Rogue is feeling pretty good. I might have to swap out my gems whenever I do a little bit of subtlety or assassination tonight, but I might just have to like carry a bunch of gems in my pockets and switch them around. It might actually be worth it. Might actually be worth it. It's gonna be me burning through my gold very, very quickly, swapping gems back and forth like that. But I think it'll still be worth it. Has he go started Smolder Run? We killed Smolder Run. We've been stuck on Tundral for like 300 or so pulls, but 200 sounds terrible. But with how fast Tundral pulls, and, which is like, I think at the end of 5 seconds, which is just how punishing some of the mechanics up for Tindral. We've been seeing P2. We need to see P3 regularly, and then just clean up P1, P2 so they're not an issue. The more we get into P3, I think the better we're just gonna do them. But we're getting there, little by little. Yeah, Smolderon wasn't bad at all. Brad Killing Trigger does 1.4 million as a Brewmaster. Socket's worth minimal 500 DPS. Yeah, Socket seems really, really good. It's usually like gets like that towards the end of an expansion when secondary stats become that much better. Would you play for Smolderon? My guild is on it now. I'm not like in sub. I won't get back to Outlaw. Subtlety has cooldowns that line up really, really, really well for Smolderon. There is an advantage to playing Subtlety on that fight specifically. There's just because you have like the big burst combos and the vanish thing, it's also really, really easy, so you can do the mechanics while doing decent boss damage. So Outlaw and Subtlety's stats are actually very, very close to each other. You would want more mastery, versatility, but crit versatility is still really, really relatively close because at least you're not investing too much time into haste. So at least like adjusting there is not that difficult. But yeah, it has an advantage. It is one of those fights where technically you could play Outlaw, you could do okay, but yeah, that one is a lot stronger. 18. Okay, so it actually does show 18. My goodness, my man. Moving it down, we appreciate you. Now looking forward to Tindral. Tindral might be more subtlety than assassination. Somebody in the guild brought it up, like, do we need all this assassin rogues without PI? Subtlety in Sims is doing better without PI. So we were gonna experiment with it. So far we've just been assassination for the boss damage and for like the cleave onto the ass, but mostly for the boss dam. But I'm gonna experiment tonight, I think, with subtlety, depending on how many priests we have tonight. I'll try see if I can find good timings for it, because I had a little bit of experience with it for one night, trying to do more root damage, but I'm sure I can convert it into boss damage. It's just all about timings and stuff. I mess around with sub in Super Neuter Rogue, sub feels button bloated. Is there a way to macro symbols or anything? You kind of, like, I guess you can macro symbols with dance, but you don't really also want to do that because you're not ever gonna like sync them together specifically. Yeah, I guess you could macro symbols and dance together because you are going to be using dances inside of a symbols window. So I guess like if you're going to send one, you're going to send the other. But sometimes you are going to actually delay symbols by like a hair just so you can maximize the energy regen for it for the first eviscerate, right? Like you'll shadow strike symbols to get back the energy, and then you'll eviscerate. As long as it gets that value inside of eviscerate, you're fine. Shadow strikes are not nearly as important. It's like very little minutiae things. I agree with you though, it is pretty button bloated. Like it was kind of button bloated before, but it was like very much like just keep things on cooldown and just slam your head against the boss. Now it's like you want to kind of line things up a little bit, and it's a little bit more delicate. You can combine things like shadow blades and dance and symbols for Smolderon specifically, because there will be like a moment where you'll use vanish and you'll just kind of send everything at once. But you will, like your opener, you will kind of piecemeal your abilities together. Like I'll go for double shadow strike in the opener, then I'll flagellation, then I'll dance into rupture, and then I'll send shadow blade symbols, and if I have a trinket, if I want to send a trinket, I'll send it there as well. And then you'll use a vanish pretty early on, and then you'll use a dance for a finisher, and then symbols afterwards for that energy thing. But also you won't have symbols falling off. You will still have the symbols, and you'll just react to the symbols as it falls off in the opener. But then when you go for like the actual like boss setup, right? I'll flagellation. I'll get knocked back first, right? Drop my orbs, flagellation the boss, into a rupture with dance, shadow, and then shadow strike symbols, and then get a setup. And then once I'm basically running out of my dance, I'll vanish for a couple of shadow strikes into an eviscerate, but also I'll send in everything with a potion. There are some things where you can send stuff together, but you do want to, like, when you're playing the minutia of it to maximize the damage, you will keep something separate just to get like a little bit of value. I think it's better to learn, like just from experience, to separate them and use them separately, because they're gonna have a little bit different uses depending on the encounter too. Just a little bit, right? It's like, I want to say, yeah, just be lazy, just throw them together. But it's like, every fiber of my body is like, no, That's the, I feel like if I say that, I'm gonna be leading you astray. You know, I'd rather tell you like the harsh truth of, okay, you are gonna have to do this, that, and the other to play the spec properly, kind of deal. You know what I mean? I'd rather tell you how it is, even though I want to be like, you know what, just it'll be fine. There's a minutia. Happy year, yo, happy year, and appreciate you, my man. Can only get better. Wow, why is yeah, man? We'll see, yeah. So I've always been real simple in AoE, but it becomes an ST. Yeah, it has a little bit of like a minutia of cooldowns, even more so with the rework with 10.2.5, but it's still really fun. I like it a ton. It all depends on the content you're doing. You don't have to be min-max, just go ahead and macro stuff. I guess so, yeah. I guess so. It's just like me, you know, like if somebody's asking, hey, how do you play a spec properly? I would want to tell them the minutia and like the little details and everything, right? I don't want to tell them like, oh, just, you know, just combine stuff together. It'll be fine. There's something in me, like the guide, when it comes to making guides, I'm like, I'd rather tell people like the right way to play it, even if it is like a little more complex than just like, here's a way to skirt around it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I just don't know if you like Mythic Raiding or just like getting into it on Heroic or whatever, or just Mythic Plus. What's your favorite classes right now? For 10-2 specifically, I'd say Demon Hunter easily. DH is a ton of fun. Tanking, DPSing, it's incredibly good. Just one of the best melee in the game right now. The second best melee I'd say is Rogue. Just they're in a good spot, great for raid, great for mythic pluses. You got Assassin, Subtlety, and Outlaw, all of them have a spot, but then like endgame. When it comes to casters, like Evoker I know is good, but like it's not my favorite, but it is good. I'd say like Warlock has been really, really fun for me. Destro, Demo, between those two specs, that's been a lot of fun to play with. Elemental Shaman is also very underrated, very fun. Hard to put it on, okay, I'll put it on a list as my favorite as well. I like Ellie, just for Ellie specifically. And if I had to choose a healer, I'd say like Monk, easily. Monk is really, really good. Monk is incredible, in fact. Speaking of incredible, let's try to see if we can get a key done, man. What do we do, boys? A main key, get like a real row key maybe. Try to do like a 22, because I don't have a lot of like, what's it called? I don't have a lot of Dark Heart tickets, so maybe we can get into like a 22, 23 Dark Heart really quickly. Demo can be really fun and they pump. Yeah, no, Demo's really, really good. Hey, Dal, I quit WoW myself today on a burnout, but I'll be back to expansion. So watching it, let's say, well, what's up, Mr. C. Saturi? My man. Hope you, whatever game you find to fill the void the WoW created, hopefully it'll be a good one. And yeah, hopefully we'll be able to stream, if we do get lucky, hopefully we'll be able to stream the Alpha for the World Within. Hammer Willock to 484, 11 Destro and Raid and Demon 1 Plus. Yeah, Warlock is really, really good right now. Apparently Demonology is what more people are picking up in Mythic Plus specifically, but Demo is also really, really good. Demo, I think, is in a great spot. Like, I've always thought that it should have been probably a sustain focused spec rather than like a bursty spec with a Tyrant. Like, it feels right for your pets to do like a ton of damage and not having to like overly rely on Tyrant. Like, you still have a Tyrant window, you still want to do a lot of damage, but like just being able to toss a bunch of imps and just skyrocket to the top of DPS just because you banked up a bunch of them, an entire little imp army, just throw the entire bag of live grenades at them. I mean, it just feels right, you know what I mean? It feels so good. You know what? Maybe we should play Demo. I feel like I played Destro already. I feel like I need to give Demo with the tier set a proper shot. Let's do that, actually. Get an old key out of the way. I want to try to see if I can get an actual push done this week, but I think I might have to wait until Nidalee is available, and then see if we can get a what's-its. Get like a decent push going, because I'm only a few points away from... Actually, hold on. Let me see exactly how many points I'm away from 3200. Like 10, no, more. Like 20, 30. I do miss the big boy Tyrant, though. It is a fun building correctly. I do think maybe they should add some talent so you can make a big Tyrant go, but actually less than 20. I just need like a decent little... Actually, Dawn Tyrannical or Darkheart Thicket Tyrannical 22 would do the trick. Or Fall, that isn't a 21. Do I just pug till like I get 30? Third 200 chat. Would I get enough points if I get like... I feel like Dark Art Ticket is like the play. Big boy score. Not even that big, honestly. Not even big. Let's see if there's a Dark Art Ticket anywhere. Like Dark Art Ticket 23. Dark 23. I mean, like, should we just try? Elite group. I like how he wrote his elite group. I mean, maybe they're elite. Who knows, right? Dark Art 23. I think maybe would be enough, right? Another one that I would want is Rise. Like a really good Galakrand's Fall. I don't think I'd get a lot of points though from Galakrand's Fall. Like it's already hitting that 400. I can maybe get 10, but I need more than that. And I think Dark Heart would be my key. I don't think they'll take me, but I think as long as we don't wipe on bosses, Dark Heart is doable, right? Nah, I'm gonna do alt stuff. I'm gonna do alt stuff because otherwise I feel like I'm gonna dive deep into the whole like trying to get a key done, and if it doesn't go south, that doesn't go well, then I'm just gonna be sad spaghetti about it. I'm just gonna do it with Nid because queuing with her as a healer is just gonna make things miles easier. Plus we'll play with Carl and the homies and we'll just troll a Dark Card, get score, and that'll be fun by itself. I think that's what we'll do. I need a real key. I have a Waycrest Manor 11. We're just gonna list my Waycrest Manor. And we're gonna play Demonology. I love Destro, but I'm gonna give Demonology another go. On single target. I gotta figure out like a better build. I think I just need to switch to this, right? That's all you do is Demo. You just switch over to like the Tyrant single target build. Right? Oh, Demo actually dropped into B tier. I don't even know how. Or Jake, actually. Jake! What should I play for Demo? Did I just do Guillotine still? Don't forget to pick up a quest. Yeah, I did gotta do that. I do gotta do that. You wanna join me, Jonathan? You got an ult you wanna run through 11? It's like really, really easy. It's an 11, so like how bad could it be? Wait. This guy has a quest. Probably play a Tyrant build? Okay, hold on. You're not saying like go all the way into Tyrant, right? Because nobody's playing Tyrant, I don't think. Demon Hunter. Rogue. I mean, I'll give it a second. You play a Tyrant build. You really? Because in Subcreation I didn't see anybody play Tyrant. Like this is a, let me just show you. These are the builds that I'm seeing. Like I don't think a single person plays like deep Tyrant. Unless you mean Hatred build. Then there's also Shadow Invocation build. But also I don't know what affix to play it on. Maybe I should just send Guillotine. You know what? I'll just do Guillotine. I'll just keep sending Guillotine. I think it'll be fine. Oh yeah, I just missed two dudes. Oh no. One guy's name was actual anime. Hold on a second. I missed out bigly. I need a loss, man. I need a loss. We got 2 BRS classes. We need an actual loss. Also, I rarely play the Team LMAO. I was gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna say. Let's grab a monk. We need. Did I just grab this guy? Know me? Do I grab a mage? I need a tank, dude. I need a tank and a lust. Can I get an evoker just so I can feel good about my numbers? Be like my numbies. Just so I'm uncomfortable with. But I'm pumped to 140k with it. Demonology? Or like Tyrant? I'll just play like what everybody else plays. I'm sure like if I use my brain, if I use the noodle, I'd be able to figure something out. Do we even need a lust on 11? I don't think we do we? I'll just grab a warrior. We don't need a lust. I can just grab a drum or two. Never mind, I don't have any gold. We just need a tank then. We'll grab this guy. I'm so used to doing like actual keys where I'm like, okay, we need a BRS, we need a lust. But it's like it's 11. We don't need it. We just need like Half a brain will be fine. That's all we need. Just a pulse and it will be fine. What's going on with the Mog now? What do you mean what's going on with the Mog? You don't like it? Hold on a second. I thought my Mog was really good. Hold on, you don't like this? The shoulders? I mean, the gloves would probably need to switch out, but like, this fits with the what is it? The trading post Mog. Or do you like the yellow one better? Because I can go back to the yellow one that I had. Like the Druss mask one. I like this one a lot too. Hold on. It is the golden Druss. That one looks really good too. I don't have any gold to switch over though. That's my problem. I can't Mog. Never mind. I cannot Mog. I don't have the gold. I'm not even gonna touch it. I'm just gonna have some crappy little braces over here. I just don't match at all. I'm away. Deep Tyrant? I don't know, like maybe in raids. I don't even, do people even play Deep Tyrant in raids either? Like it's been so long. Cause like they really nerfed the Tyrant himself. They buffed like all the other pets, but they nerfed him quite a bit. I like the Mog. I mean, I kind of like the yellow one though too. Like the one I had on Destro. Like, I think it looks good. I don't know. Vilefiend? Wait, do you actually run Vilefiend? Hold on a second. You know what? I will. Hold on, where am I gonna put him if I run Vilefiend? Because normally Guillotine is here. Power Staff in here. Vilefiend here maybe? I guess I'll spam him like that? Or I could do like this. Yeah, that'll work. It pumps. Okay, we'll run Vilefiend. I haven't played with that thing in a while. And I have the reduce the cast time of Vilefiend by 0.5. Any Vilefiend does nature damage. Cool. We'll play Vilefiend. Let's see how good that is. If it's any good. I will play with that thing in a hot second, man. This is gonna be weird. Normally you just use Tyrant to extend life for others. Yeah, I mean now you do, right? It used to be back before 10.2, you played like a playstyle where you summon a bunch of demons, and then you would buff your demons, your Tyrant with the Reign of Tyranny to make the Tyrant as big as possible. But now it's like you just kind of use it to extend all your other pets, yeah. Ready, check. We'll be good to go. It's on 11, so we'll blaze through it very, very quickly. I gotta start doing some real keys in this character, but maybe I could just push up my key. But I'm thinking maybe, so I can probably work on one alt and actually gear him out and like push up keys and whatnot. I'm thinking either do Monk, just because healing I think is going to be easier. That or do one of the other DPS classes. But just like do a full raid clear on that thing, maybe get a couple of heroics, and just do a bunch of keys. Good night, thanks so much for coming by, Senegos. It was on the other one on Destro. This one looks good. Oh, the yellow one, yeah. Give this guy a second, he said film or something. Is this gonna keep casting? No, it stops. There's gotta be a better way of like keeping your pets, right? As a demonology. Because I kind of hate how I have to like resummon a fresh new one every single time like I start a pull. There's gotta be a better way, right? Tell me there's an answer. I'm not really doing a lot of AoE, but Toxic Presence, it's a bit of damage. I guess it's okay. I guess it's alright. Not super crazy. Wonder if he wants to pull bigger there. Just a little bit more. I gotta use my Curse of Tongues. I forgot just how good Curse of Tongues is for Warlocks in general. Just like in Mythic Pluses, how good of a utility that ability is in general. Oh wait, I also forgot I have the tier set. Hold on, are you just pulling more? Okay. I gotta play around with the tier set some more. Like the fact that I have big old Doom card. Doom Lord? What is it called? Doom Lord, I think, yeah? Or is it Doom Guard or Doom Lord? Doom Fiend. Weren't they called Doom Lords or Doom Guards before? Or did I make it up? I feel like that's not what it used to be called before. There's no point over on Mayhem over Havoc. Wait, what? Oh, I mean in raids apparently that's what people play. At least like in Mythic Farak. If people do end up playing Mythic Farak on that thing. Remember when Mayhem like that is what people with theory crafting was going to be the play though for the expansion? Because it's like just a random cleaves just sounds pretty good. Or at least doesn't sound terrible. Like on paper. But it just didn't turn out to be all that good. Is it a Doom Guard, I thought? Yeah, I thought it was like a Doom Guard, Doom something. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't like a Doom Fiend. But not like I remember. And then if I can get my pets buffed up. I need to micro my pets a little better. Just so I can like switch over. That's actually what I would want to do at some point. Is I hope they can let me replace the Tyrant with a just Doom Guard. Just one of these guys instead. Like back in the day, like one of those you could actually control. Because you actually had like, it was a talent a while ago for Demonology, I believe it was, where you could just control like a better version of some of your pets. Like an Infernal is just like, basically like a better version of a Void Walker. Remember you had that for like all specs, I think it was, except for Demonology, who had either a chance to summon an additional pet, or you had the Grimoire, like Felguard, but also you could do Grimoire of any other pets. Or just like more damage, or like a damage proc, or maybe it was this, Synergy. Might have been, oh no, not either Synergy or that was a legendary at some point. I won't remember. I won't be able to know at this point. It'd been like a second ago. Vision Grimoire Supremacy. Yeah, Grimoire Supremacy. That was a good one, dude. It was a good one. I like that one a ton. Just overall a good ability. Synergy with Shadowless Lego. Oh, okay. You know what? At some point, those things were Legos or Talons, or they were like a bonus of a tier set. And at this point, like, it's so hard to tell which one is it. You know what I mean? It's just impossible. It's just been so long, and it's just like they kind of went back and forth on those things more than once now. It feels like, you know, it's like, not like I would know. It's been so long. It's been such a long while ago. Can we just do a big pull? Is he gonna hate me if I do just go tag everything? Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let's do one of these. 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 And then maybe one of these with imps. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. Hold on. Maybe I can pull some more for him. Like a gore-stained piggy. Hopefully that'll like pull more. Maybe it won't. Oh, we did pull more. Good. Good. It's 11. Pull big, have some fun with it. I've been doing so many like high-end keys recently with Nidalee, who came back to the game recently. She plays Mystery. She used to play. We had like a whole friend group that we played together with back in BFA, and we're trying to see if we can get her husband to also hop on as well, because he might be able to play DH then, and then that'll be a tank potentially. But or whatever else he wants to play, maybe just Havoc too. That works as well. But like if we can get a full like friend group together, like doing these high keys, man, I'm just so used to like pulls that are very, very. Oh, do you know they nerfed this guy apparently? I think it was fortified. The cost is thorns to scale with extra health, and I believe they nerfed the health by like 35% recently. For like all difficulties, or whatever difficulty that was like causing the issues. But these things, at least on high end, shouldn't be like all that terrifying at all anymore. Which is a huge bonus. Apparently it was bad enough that players were literally zoning out of the space, equipping a PvP trinket just so they could break out of the thorns. And Or use like Bob from Protection Paladin, because you usually will run with Protection Paladin for these things. And they're just like trying to see if you can survive it. Like that guy, like how he wiped himself just now. He would just run a PvP trinket. It's so wacky. So wacky. Like, the good thing that they recognize, like, yeah, okay, if players are literally going through cheesy methods just to, like, not have to interact with the mechanic at all, yeah, let's just go ahead and nerf it. Let's just remove it out of the game for a bit. Let's just downclock on that a little. Needed to be nerfed. It really did. Like, the only way you could really, like, do that mechanic while being an insane person is if you had like an evoker to help off heal, or protection paladin with a bob, or just have like cooldowns constantly for it, or have like a mage who could just blink it, or run with a druid who could just shit into cat form, ignore having to get hit by stuff, and like that was it. You were chilling, you were vibing. Does he want to pull those guys? Or he's saying go over here? Okay, I kind of want to help him. Like, I hope he pulls really big. LOS, hold on. What I could do is this for him later. Like if he wants to get out, he could do that next time. Everything died really quick. Can you do big? Go big. Smiley face. I don't know if he wants to grab all of them in the room or something. Maybe I could grab him. You know what? Maybe I could grab him. Hold on, let me do this. Try to see if I can do this. We'll do one of these, right? And I'm gonna try to see if I can curse, board out, ink. My pet is gonna die, isn't it? Yeah, we're just gonna summon a new one. Yeah, we're just gonna summon a fresh one. Huge. And we're gonna wall and hope we live. Hopefully I didn't pull too much for this tank. Ever see one of those things that's like you tank it, you pull it, you tank it? I ran into those in like high keys, man. They just will not taunt anything. And it's like, why? It's a 24. Why? It's gonna be a score for all of us. Why are you being like this? It's like, I know I probably should have pulled. I'm sorry, but like we're all agreed we're gonna go for big pull, and you were just taking your sweet time. You know what I mean? I off-healed as a red pally bopped it whenever I looked like. Yeah, I like if you have a class that has like a hybrid thing to it. That mechanic isn't that bad at all. It's gonna hurt, isn't it? Yeah, consume all. It's one of those. Yeah, like that mechanic, you just needed like another class to like help you. I'm glad that they like went and fixed it. Now they just gotta go and fix like the gauntlet in Throne of the Tides. You know what I mean? Like I'll be very happy if they were to go and fix that mechanic completely. Or like anything that's also like unavoidable damage. If they could deal with that, that'll be great too. Because sometimes, like, as we get into higher keys, it just feels like, okay, well, there's nothing you could do to like deal with it, one mechanic or another, right? It's like you just gotta stuck. See if I can slow them. 70% slow. I actually really like it's about warlocks. I feel like not a lot of warlocks use the curses. Like at some of the higher keys that start really utilizing them, but I feel like even at lower keys and just in regular content, like it's a 70% slow. It is mad, so good, and just not enough people use it. I feel like it's such a unique class utility. Or like Curse of Tongues too, like warlocks that use Curse of Tongues versus warlocks that don't use Curse of Tongues. Like the guys that do use it are homies every single time. Frag healing trinket doesn't want too much on the tank. You know what trinket actually heals a ton? The egg trinket from the tank trinket, the egg stamina trinket from Everbloom. Surprisingly, insane amount of healing. I don't think it's a good trinket, but it apparently does a ton of healing. But it just seems such a weird trinket to play. Apparently, it's really good. Like just numbers wise, like as a shield, it procs often enough, and for this prop pally that we're running with, apparently that was his highest heal. Didn't time the key, but that was his highest heal. And he was like super aggressive with like pulls, and you just never died. Just never died. It's actually kind of nuts. Like it's recommended to not run that trinket ever, just because it's purely a tank and defensive trinket. I guess for mythic classes it makes sense though, right? Because you want a little bit of damage. a little bit of that utility maybe like a trinket that's like really good, not like a random proc trinket that's not predictable at all. That's probably the main reason why people don't recommend it. But it's like, it's just one of those things that just surprised me. It's like, wait, it's actually kind of strong, like surprisingly strong. He does like a big pull. All of them, yeah. I should probably do all of them. Honestly, I'm gonna grab these guys too. Gonna waddle over. Try to finish a cast. Wasn't worth it. Bump my head. Brain damage immediately. Hemorrhaging. Our pet is dead. Everything went wrong there. Everything went wrong somehow. I don't know how we were able to do a modicum of DPS. I think it's just throwing imps, right? It's just all imps, yeah. Just Fell Storm and throwing imps. This is what I love about Demonology. This is the consistency, man. Just the consistent damage. I love it, because like I just throw imps and just summon the Demon Doggo, and it's like the constant damage feels so good. Not as big in burst, but it feels great. I probably need 80% actually. Never mind. I think I messed this up completely. You try allow you to do damage on your own, or allow him to use the defenses and stun worth it. I think, yeah, if they allowed you to at least do damage on your own, like I would DPS the hell out of that Thorn immediately. But yeah, that mechanic is just like, it's just, you just gotta trust your allies, and hopefully you don't have trust issues, you know what I mean? It's one of those mechanics. Hopefully you don't have any trust issues with your homies. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna say like we should do less, but I meant to grab drums, but then I realized I'm in poverty and I can't afford it. I really want to set up like a decent Tyrant combo, so I'm just gonna delay my whole go. Send this. I can get Tyrant. I can get this guy. I want to get my Valve in here. Okay, now we're just gonna send some stuff. As good of a Tyrant setup as I can. But I love this new focus of Demonology. Just the fact that it's like, I'm just focusing on getting my pets empowered as best as I can. I'm not really focusing on like grabbing the fattiest Tyrant ever. I'm just trying to summon as many pets to make as big of an army as possible. Not for the Tyrant's sake, but for like just the army's sake. And it's like such a satisfying playstyle too. Just feels right, you know? Also gotta do better with my imps. Like when I have a decent combo of imps, I should just send them more often. Play 1 minute Tyrant so you can land a Felguard. Technically you can. I don't really see a lot of Warlocks invest into those kind of like cooldowns, honestly. I just don't see a lot of people play those kind of builds. So that's why I haven't done it myself. But like if I see more people play it, I'll be down to give it a go, you know? This sub creation doesn't seem like a lot of people are really investing. Look at that, I just came in, no cooldowns, just sending my Demon Doggos, sending my imps, just 200k DPS. I love it. This is so good. I love this spec. And I got a random Doom Fiend now just running around doing nothing. Does he work like imps? Like he has an energy bar and he won't disappear until like he is actually casts himself out, right? No, he just disappears. Yeah, he'll just bail. I thought he would like be a homie and he would stick by me, but no, he bails. At the first sign of trouble, he just bails. Good. Good to know. Also, probably shouldn't be sacrificing imps once I have a Tyrant out, because that's a waste. That's a waste. That's a terrible waste. That's so bad. Wait, can I banish these guys? Am I even talented to banish? No, I'm not. I probably can banish him, can't I? I don't know, what are they? Aberrations? Undead? I almost want to, like, out the top say undead. They are humanoids. Then I can't. I just got wrists. No one else can use them. Anybody get anything you don't need by chance? I got wrist wraps, butcher back. Yeah, nah. Of course I get wrists, as I got them from my vault. GG's. What did I get? Fall. Okay, so I can actually push this up to like a 16, and then I could just probably spam my own 16s then. Did you manage to pull anything good from the vault? A lot of good stuff for most of my characters. Nothing for my rogue, but like a socket is a socket. As for like my alts, I mean, there's items with sockets, item level upgrades, some of them got tier, Hunter got another weapon that he already had, so I guess that's a bit of a dud. So like 2 characters got a dud, my Shaman and Hunter, everybody else got some kind of an upgrade, big or small. So, can't complain, fairly happy with it, but yeah, can't complain at all. Alright, I also need to get my, I need to get the weekly on this guy done. I need to get my weekly crest thing done on Rogue, and I don't think I'll be able to do that until after the stream, about like 7 PM or so, just so I can do like Super Bloom, get it out of the way, you know what I mean? That or I need to do a bunch of like seeds. Because I should try to get a spark. Like I don't need to craft anything with spark. I can't even craft anything right now, I don't think. But, or can I? Chat, is this week a spark craft week? Or no? I think I messed up my weeks a little bit. In terms of like when do you craft, when do you not craft. I think this week is actually a craft week, isn't it? I might end up like crafting something for like the sub or a SAS build. I don't really know. I need to think about it. I need to work it out with Sims. You would need a group of at least 2 of each team to working. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to go one-on-one like that. You would have to do at least 2 or 2. Yes, it is a craft. Okay, so I should do it. We'll do it later. You know what? I want to try to do like a decent key. I don't think I'll be able to get like a high key done on... You know, let's do Shaman. I feel like for the last few weeks I've been trying to get a Shaman key done. And I bring the Shaman and we don't get a key done on this thing, at least on stream. I get one done off stream. But I feel like I never can really get it done while I'm chilling with you boys to show you what Shammy can play like. Let's do my quick key. I want to push up this character as well. I think this might be the character I'll actually focus on this week. Because Shaman is a lot of fun. Not a lot of people play them. I'll flip a coin. It'll be a Warlock with this thing. But they're so fun, dude. They're incredibly good. What's that for Ellie? So Ellie right now plays into like a big meatball build. You are all lava, like all your whole play style. Lava burst, lava burst, lava burst. So you want ungodly amounts of mastery until you have about 89% mastery. Because when you pop your tier set, you get a free Elder Blast. Your Elder Blast grants you 11% mastery. So when you have 89 mastery, that will give you 100% mastery. So you want ungodly amounts of mastery until the day you die. 11? These guys all want to join in? Okay, I'm alright with that. I'll just grab a healer. I didn't realize these guys... Maybe they're just trying to get all the crests out of the way. They just want to speed run through this place. Who knows? That or they're trying to get something out of the place. I don't know. So the update is 18th, 16th, or 19th, 16th? I think it is 16th, isn't it? Chat. 16th. 16th. Yeah, it's on 16th. 2 weeks. Just need a healer. Should I just grab this random 475 healer? I mean, this group is just like giga. I can just grab him, yeah? Just grab him anyway. So haste mastery gems, yes, haste mastery, mastery heavy. Mastery heavy with a tinge of haste. Crit is useless because you have a guaranteed crit chance anyway. Whenever you cast lava burst, it's 100% guaranteed anyway. Shaman fever. You get the Shaman fever? Shamans are so good! Okay, I'll get this guy that's like a slightly higher item level, I guess. I'll grab this guy. Not like this key's gonna be difficult. I'll be flying on my way there. Maybe we'll be able to get a summon or two. But yeah, is there a reward for emissary reward this week? There is. Yes, there's heroic. It is heroic. Speaking about the emissary, can't I do emissary from... Yes. Good thing I grabbed it. Good thing I'd have to go to Voldraken to grab that. Imagine, dude. Talents? Here we go. You want me to link it? Share. Wait. Copy to clipboard. Here we go. There they are. Enhance? Enhance is also really good. Yeah, Enhance is really, really good. Where's this guy at? Some of your homies in here, my guy. Enhance is really good. Elemental is also really fun. Elemental is fun. I can't say that it's good, but it's fun. I don't think it's even bad as a spec. It just doesn't get a lot of play or not a lot of time in Spotlight, but it's incredibly fun. Enhancement is kind of where it's at right now. Even Restoration's Shaman or Druid, no, Shaman, is actually not too terrible, like, numerically. They're actually kind of, like, okay. Not amazing, but they're okay. Enhance, yeah, dude. Tell me, you don't have to tell me about Champion Fever? Yeah. Ellie, have you tried Ellie at all though, Jonathan? I think you would like it. Like, not a serious spec, but I think you would have fun with it. I got Branch, so I got myself like a little bit of mastery. I'm very, very happy about it. I just had a little bit more mastery and I'll be good. So I need to craft a bunch of items with mastery heavy, or luck out and get a little more. Because I got these that have mastery. I need a neck with a mastery. I got mastery heavy ring. I need a cloak with mastery, and I do have a shield technically, but I would need master heavy item as well on top of that. Together sick. At least that is so fun, isn't it? I don't think it needs a buff. I think it needs like a party buff or something, like a totem that he can bring to a group. Otherwise it's like pretty good utility wise, you know? What are even the affixes this week? Because I know I see 11, but like Volcanic Sanguine, right? I think. Does Mastery do for Ellie? Mastery gives you a chance. It's like Mastery. With Mastery, Elemental Overload, Lightning Bolt, Lava Burst, and Chain Lightning casts have a equal to a Mastery chance to trigger a second cast of the target, dealing 93% of the normal damage and generating less Maelstrom. This could be buffed up with Echo Chamber. If you can put it up to 15, get literally 100% extra value. But normally it's like 80%, I think. 85% usually. 85% of the original ability damage. But yeah, it's just a chance for you to get a random extra proc. And you play the Lava Burst setup, you just chucking out Lava Burst, then you get Ascendance procs, and this Lava Burst and extra procs can give you even more value with Primordial Wave, and you're just stacking up that tier set, damage over time, as it cleaves to multiple targets and all that. It's pretty good altogether. I like it a ton. Question, what does he want to lust? I guess like, doesn't matter what you lust, right? You could just lust these ads if you wanted to. That's all you do, just walk in, Flame Shock, and then Primordial things. That's really it. We actually didn't even do that bad of damage. I think we actually got quite a bit of value. So did the totem as well. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of value. But yeah, all you do is just Lava Burst as much as you can. That's essentially the spec. And if you got a bunch of Lava Bursts with Ascendance too, it's huge. And it's very mobile heavy too, like in Mythic Pluses in particular. It's pretty good. And there's some synergies, like, you do have also a couple like AoE synergies, like every time you press Earthquake or Earthshock, you get Surge of Power, which has a little bit extra additional value because it can make a Flame Shock spread to multiple targets and stuff. But yeah, it's all pretty good. Pretty strong. It's generally all pretty strong. Although in single target it's a little different. Like how you use your abilities. Like Earth Shocks and all that. Especially like during Ascendance. The damage seems a little low though. Can I just chain of ice him? Or not chain? Primordial. Oh, that works. Send out as many lava bursts as I can. When you log in your rogue, is there any chance you can show me macros used for outlaw? Sure. I might be able to hop on the rogue after this key, just because I need to get my, I guess it depends how fast this key goes. It'll remind me about it, okay? If you can remind me about it, then I can hop on them. I can show you some of the macros that I use. I don't use too many macros for outlaw, though. Not too many. Yeah, damage seems a little low, but my gear is also not that high item level. Like, I feel like it could be doing 200k DPS pretty easily, I believe. But yeah. Anyone know what affix we have this week? So this week is going to be Tyrannical. That's the primary one. Volcanic, which is basically a non-affix, and Sanguine. So places like Blackrock Hold are going to be a little bit rough in terms of positioning and stuff, but Sanguine is not bad at all. Like Waycrest and Blackrock Hold might be a little bit more of like a more interesting keys to navigate around with Sanguine, but not really bad at all. Like the rest of the keys should be very, very doable. Like Everbloom, there's plenty of space. There's plenty of space in all the other keys as well. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad whatsoever. Tank affix, basically, yeah, basically. I don't disagree. Basically. Let's see if he pulls up all the way to the, what's her face? But yeah, Earthquake and Lava Burst, and you just do a ton of damage that way. It's like not even a super like specific playstyle either. Like it's not super punishing, I guess is the best way to put it. Except when you get draw aggro, then it's kind of punishing. Then it feels a little punishing. And then you just get Ascendance procs, and then it feels less punishing. And then you get aggro like I do it now, and then it feels a little more punishing. And then it's like, oh no, I press my buttons. Now I have a guy attacking me the entire time. Help. It actually hurts a little. Oh, the tank is offline. Tank DC'd. Okay, give him a second, I guess. No wonder. That makes all the sense in the world now. This cleave damage is so satisfying. You are kind of limited in the cleave that you can do, yeah. Your set allows you Lava Burst to cleave, to do additional 10% damage over 4 seconds. After consuming Primordial Wave, you cleave up to 3 additional targets. So yeah, 4 target cleave with that ability. It's pretty good. It's super, super nice. I like it a lot. It's overall pretty good. And then you get Earthquakes, and it just kind of fuels itself because you get plenty of resources, and you can just resource dump a bunch of stuff. But yeah, really, really fun. And then when you get Ascendance proc to him, oh, Lava Bursts just fly in all directions. It is nice. Although you do have to be better at like separating your what's it called? Flame shocks everywhere. As long as you can do that, like you'll just be full of resources. Not what I meant to do. Forgot that I don't have the knock up. I have the knock back version. Should probably try to see if I can change my talent build, so I can have a knock up rather than that. But yeah, it's very satisfying, and like you start kind of cannibalizing some of your procs. Like you end up kind of playing it not super like when you play with talents like, for example, Surge of Power, you want to like really maximize the value of like your lightning bolts and whatnot. But with this build, it's not nearly as strict on that whole mechanic. Like once you're doing your lava burst thing, you just gotta focusing on lava bursting as much as you can. That's all you're focusing on. Because then you got primordials, and then you just keep pumping it, and then keep pumping more, and then keep pumping more while moving. So like you are gonna be cannibalizing some of your playstyles. Like you'll just have to ignore certain mechanics even when you talent them to them. You'll be like, okay, I'm playing this setup. I'm just gonna ignore part of my playstyle. It feels weird to ignore, like, hey, why would I talent into it if I'm gonna ignore it? But it works out. At the end of the day, it all works out. But overall, very, very fun. Are they better than Enhance? It's fun. It's not better, I'd say. I think right now Enhancement is more popular. Actually, I don't even have to think. Yes, Enhancement is by all means is more popular at the moment. But in Elemental is, I think, more fun. Like a lot more fun in my opinion. But Enhance is really strong right now. Just gotta let guards do the thing. Or I guess we'll just tank again. I guess we are tanking. Maybe the tank seat again. Let's take it to this too. I love this about Shaman, how we can move while casting. And we get another sentence proc, so we're just chilling, just vibing. Okay, now I actually have to move a little. Hold on, another Earth Shock. Trying not to paint too hard. Gonna end up painting a little. Watch this mid-air. But yeah, the insta-cast combos are so good. Like, out of all the classes that have so much instants, oh, I love it. Because Wind Fury, I guess, Enhancement was popular. Wind Fury, yes, but also the damage they do right now is like really, really solid. Their tier set is nuts. The amount of ghost orbs they can summon is huge, and just the mass amount of like maelstrom they can throw out is just crazy. Numerically, they're just really, really strong right now. But yeah, the Wind Fury always is gonna give them like a slight advantage when it comes to PvE content. Like naturally, it's gonna help them a little. But yeah, I think right now just numerically the other enhancement is really, really strong in general. Like even if let's say, I think, yeah, like if let's say Elemental was stronger than enhancement, I feel like people would play it, but enhancement will still always have like a spot on a raid. That being said, enhancement is doing pretty good on itself right now. God, I love, but Ascendances on Ellie is huge. I love it. Big fan. Are we gonna have enough percent? I don't think we are. Might have to like flame shock one of these little guys out here. Dodgers? Big Dodgers? Big Dodgers. Look at this. Oh my god, we're so good at dodging. Look at that. I think everybody made it up here. Nobody's left behind. He's matching than Unholy, which is higher item level than you. I think he's also a higher item level, a little higher item level, not by much though, like 10. But yeah, I'm not trying to like, you know, I'm not focusing on trying to smash him or anything. I'm just playing, I'm just having fun, you know. I'm just a gamer out here gaming, you know. That's how I view it. Just gamers gaming. That's all, man. That's all it is. Yeah, grab more, yeah. Hell yeah. Pop a wall here. I mean, there he did really good. I submit. That was my defeat. Valiant defeat. Or not? Or not. Okay. Or not. I mean, it's really good. It's just, I don't think the dungeon is good for him. Like, if he had more pulls like that, I think he would be, like, topping. But I'll say it's an 11. So, like, I highly doubt the guy's, like, trying super hard. Imagine most people just out here chilling. This also feels really good in Lust. Like really good in Lust. Oh, dude, the amount of setups I got there. How many times did I get no proc ascendants? It felt like a lot. 3. That's huge. That's huge. Not yet. BRH is my least favorite dungeon. Is terrible. BRH is one of the easier dungeons to get into, though. Like, it's one of the easiest dungeons for like out of all the dungeons so far in the with the affixes. It is definitely one of the easier ones. So I'm surprised you don't really like it. I think it's the claustrophobia, right? It's just a little close together, right? It's just too close, right? Or just don't like it in general, because it's one of the easier ones that everybody like plays. It's also one of the easier dungeons to push. It's not even like DPS focused dungeon, it's more mechanical dungeon. BRH is one of the hardest? No, let me show you one of the hardest. One of the hardest will be like Rise or yeah, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. If I can get an actual like flame shot going. Let's do this. Dot him. Primordial. Hope I can get some flame shocks on everything. Got behind on damage right now. Spam button some more. Alright, let me while we do the boss, let me share which ones are the easiest dungeons right now. On sub creation, the dungeons that are getting around more are the easier ones. And right now, this is how dungeons are ranked, at least for the last affix set of affixes. BRH is S tier. Lots of people running it. Is one of the most completed dungeons. AD, Fall, Warcraft Manor are both pretty good. DHG, EB, TOT are some of the lower. Rise in the F tier. TOT is in the D tier. EB is in the C tier. And Dark Heart Thicket gets a B minus at the very best. Or maybe just a proper B. I'd give it a B minus. It's a good dungeon. I like it a lot, but with some of the mobs in there, yeah, it is not easy. Blackrock Hold, in comparison, is a pretty easy dungeon. I'd say maybe some bosses are a little rough, but yeah, I don't know. What would be your easier dungeon, though? What would you consider an easier dungeon, I guess? Must be me at BRH. Maybe this week I'm gonna be damn archers. The archers do hurt in 40 fight. I will say this, but at least they're like all avoidable. Like they're all dodgeable. One of those mechanics that you can like, you know, sidestep at the very least. Oh come on, please, please help! Oh, this is so troll. I literally can't cast a spell. I literally can't cast a spell with a swarm. I actually can't cast a spell with a swarm over my face. I mean, I always found it annoying as a melee, but never... Oh god. Never did I know it was that annoying as a caster. Getting close to 3k on my outlet? Let's go, dude. That's a good spec. And fantastic for the season. Hope you get it, my man. Hope you can get it. Once you get 3k, like 3200 and 3100 feels easier too. Just not even joking. There we go. I can actually just blast the swarm to him. Let's try to stand next to us so we cleave it. Should have maybe focused on him. Because I know how it feels now. Now I know how it feels to have a swarm on your face and you can't do anything about it. It is the worst. It's 11, so it wasn't bad at all. Anybody get anything good? That's mastery maybe? Oh, crit. Crit and Ring of Contempt is with a socket. Jeez. What did that turn into? Throne. Okay. Not the greatest key, but I think it's worth pushing up. And then I have a proper 16. I can just spam those afterwards. Beautiful. Easiest for me so far is 80. 80 is really good. Yes, 80 is another good one. 80 is very, very easy in comparison. It's one of the better keys, I think, from that expansion also. Wildfiend doing 15 million damaging keys. Yeah, he's actually really good. I gotta see what my Wildfiend did there. I don't think my Doom brand did nearly as much, but I should be better at, like, switching around my Doom brands and whatnot. Let's see. Let me hop on my rogue, because one of you guys asked about my macros for Outlaw, for keys and stuff. Who was it that asked about the macros for keys? Was it you, Cloak, or was somebody else? I could melt that real quick. Nice. I'll take it. So my macros for Outlaw, I don't have too many. For the most part, the only macros I really use for Outlaw for keys or PvE content, I have one for Ghost Strike to also activate a trinket. Normally, you kind of Ghost Strike in the opener, and if you have an on-use trinket that you want to use in the opener, you just gotta throw Ghost Strike together with it. That's a good combo. I usually open up with an ambush into Ghost Strike, or like Revealance or Echo and Reprimand if you're playing like the Keep It Rolling build into Ghost Strike, and that will just activate all my trinkets. Usually I bind my trinkets with my Between the Eyes, but I stopped doing that because if you use a trinket while in stealth, it kills your subterfuge and you can't get the Between the Eyes thing to work. So you want to make sure to separate those as best you can. During dances, I usually have dance together with a potion, but I started separating those a little bit more. But if you wanted to dance with a potion, it's a bit of a delayed potion usage, which is why I started separating it. But when you used to dance as a burst cooldown, then I used to have it. Don't really do that anymore. Adrenaline Rush Dread Blades, not a thing anymore. Don't really need it. Macro Focus for blind or mouse over blind. That's really good for just blinding anything without having to like target it. So let's say I can be targeting this train dummy, and then I can blind that train dummy just by mousing over it. That ends up being really nice for like ghosties, for example. Like those ghosties that are in corporeals that need to be CC'd, you just mouse over and blind one. Makes it much, much, much easier to work with. A grapple hook macro is what I like to use too. It's a grapple hook macro that just skips out the cursor thing. So normally when you press the grapple hook, not a tell anymore, they give it to us baseline. Thank God they did that. You press grapple hook, right? And you get a green reticle, and then you have to left click to move. What this does, instead of like press it and then you have to left click it, you just point where you want to go, hit the key, you shoot it immediately. So as long as you don't lose the sight of your mouse, you should be able to grapple anywhere you want to. If this really, really good macro, I like it, but if you lose your mouse all the time, maybe you might get like an add-on that keeps a track of where your mouse is, like a circle or like a sparkle or whatever other effect people use. Usually just circle, just so you know where your mouse is at all times. Like especially if you right click a lot just to remove it, and you hold down to turn and move your character with the mouse. Like if you don't really like have churn keys and you just have strafe keys and you want to be like really accurate with your positioning or whatever, like it's really, really helpful. Besides this, what else do I have? Gouge, focus gouge, not really necessary anymore. I have a stealth stop attack just to make sure I can properly go to stealth. I used to have a Dragonfire dispatch cold blood, don't really run cold blood anymore. Kick flame captain, that was like for like one of the raid fights, I believe. Yeah, that's really about it. Oh, also Tricks macro for party lead. That's a really good one too. It's a cast, space, bracket, target equals party 1. If the tank is lead in the Mythic Plus, you just Tricks the tank without having to target them. That's really nice. I think there's a weak rod that could also do this for you, but I just like doing a macro. Most tanks are usually lead in most Mythic Pluses. Yeah. Yasma can be a problem though. Yasma can be. Yasma, you can actually do a cloak and run through all the mobs. You don't necessarily want to do that immediately at the start of the fight, but like if they're getting really out of hand, it doesn't mean clearing mobs. It does make like positioning a little bit difficult at times, depending on the tank that you have. But I think it sometimes is better and easier instead of just having spiders run amok everywhere. Like standing on the purple is like a lot less painful than running into a spider. Like the puddle that they make is, I feel like doing spider clears at some point is totally worth it. AoE build is suffering in the charts. Looked at some videos and realized I wasn't using Between the Eyes nearly enough. Yeah, you just spam it Between the Eyes whenever it's available. I will say this, not a macro, but a weak aura that's really useful is to get a last GCD crackshot window weak aura. This one is recommended in a Rogue Discord, not my specific Discord, but like the Rogue official Discord if you go to there for guides and stuff, but they have it there. Or if you look up like weak auras and you want to find one, it's a crackshot window. So just if you type in the search in the WAG.io website, which is where you get all the weak auras from, crackshot, last GCD in crackshot window, it'll look like this. Like whenever I'm like come out of subterfuge, it'll just have like a, you can position it any way you want to, but it'll just give you like the timer for subterfuge off to the side. And I usually put it above my target because I can track it better. It does the same thing for dance. And it will glow red for the last global, but it kind of tells you like, are you good to press it? Are you not good to press it? And you'll get a feel for like when it's a good time to use it between the eyes or not. And this will allow you to send in more between the eyes, or like let's say, because a lot of the times I'd be looking like at the bottom bar right here, right, for my subterfuge, like am I in subterfuge? Because looking up here is just not reasonable. But like let's say if you have a bunch of buffs crowding your bar, right, like eventually if you have a bunch of buffs, this slides to the right, and for me that's behind the target, which is not ideal. So sometimes I'm like, am I a subterfuge? Am I not a subterfuge? Well, I don't really know. So I just got a weak aura, makes it a little easier. I don't have too many weak auras to run. The hook macro is the only one I use now. Hook macro is really good, yeah. Weak aura, yeah. Weak aura I think is a must. Like, I don't like using weak auras that much. I like keeping my UI rather light if I can help it, right? That's just personal preference. If I can help it, light as light can get. Don't want to crowd my stuff. However, one weak aura or two weak auras to help you on your regular class stuff, I think is a must. Just especially since the crack shot and the subterfuge thing is a lot more important now, ever since they changed the way the subterfuge works. It's very important to maximize value. That's literally part of the playstyle. I decided I will do it. And then I did the same thing for Warrior when it comes to his ignore pain. Also, it's a must too. Like play prot and not knowing like where ignore pain is, it's painful. Just yeah. Tricks macros were useful. Didn't have this one. Thanks a lot, dude. Very helpful. Much appreciated. No problem. I don't know if I'm watching trainer right now, wondering on the next one. Hey. Next NA duel is this Saturday, like around 5 PM EST. Quandale. Is this supposed to be Quandale Dingle? Is that what that is? You goober. Alright, I do want to. Do I just camp the Emerald Dream? Because I do need to get my weekly for Spark. Is it a Spark week? It is a Spark week. So maybe I still can craft something. That means I gotta spend, or what feels like a waste, aspect crest into a thing. I'll figure out what I'll craft. I'll figure out what I'm crafting, because I feel like my gear is pretty good right now. If you remember me, I'm the Thanos. I remember. Thanos. Actually. I'm usually incredibly bad with names. Hope to see you there sometime again. Yeah, I gotta do my weekly Emerald Dream thing. Is there any enchantment changes on the patch? No. Well, not really. I think there's like a little PvP change they did for enhancement. That's really about it. But it's not huge. McThicky, best name for a Tauren? True. I actually agree with that. McThicky as a Tauren? Yeah, that's a great name. That's fantastic. But yeah, I don't really use too many macros, Alexandro. I'm sure like there's some rogues out there that probably do it. I think if you play Assassination, there's probably like a mouse over rupture macro, so it makes it like sitting to tab between mobs and garrote them and rupture. Like if all the mobs are grouped up by the tank, you just kind of like mouse over rupture. Like let's say like these mobs are like grouped up by the tank, mouse over or not, mouse over rupture, mouse over rupture, mouse over rupture when they'll stack together. I'm sure there's like some like setup that probably some assassination rogues use, but it's just kind of like a guess. Honestly, just a guess. What is the best way to ground 5 stones? There really isn't a best way. I heard that doing the main campaign is pretty good. The main like campaign if you haven't done it, but it's like I don't really want to do it again. I also heard that seeds, not super bloom, but the seeds, right? Planting seeds, looting them, that's pretty good for the amount of time spent doing it. but there's no really like definitive best way to grind like a ridiculous amount of them. You get 37 per boss on LFR. I guess you could also do bosses. I know rating gives you quite a bit. It's pretty fast. Yeah, what'd you get? I got quite a bit in terms of gear. How's it go? Don't forget that chat. I appreciate you, my guy. Was there any druid changes? I don't think so. I could be wrong. I think there's like one monk change. That's really about it for Mistweaver. Wes, let me give you a rundown. As for my alts, what do we get? We got 2 duds for Shaman Trinket. That's not that great, so we just took a coin. Hunter, because I got the same weapon I already have, Time Strike one, took a coin. Then we got Tier Helm for this guy, so we can also make pants. Now we got a 2 set. DK got a full 4 set. Evoker got Chest Piece, Mythic Track, which is good. Warrior got a Heroic Branch Trinket from first boss of the raid, which is good. Better offhand for this guy, which is alright. I didn't get a key down on this one. I got like an item that maybe can be catalyzed. I think it's a 2 piece. Maybe. I need to figure it out. Warlock got Bracer Mythic Track with a socket, so that's pretty good. Monk got Mythic Gloves, which is pretty good. They're 20 on that character. I forgot to do a key on this guy completely. A Rogue got a socket. That's the full rundown, my guy. That's the entire, like, repertoire of all my alts. Go touch some grass, honestly. I also pushed up 32. I do need to touch grass, but I pushed up to 32, almost 32 on my Rogue. And I think this week I should be able to get 3,200 because I have a 20 Dark Ticket that I could push up. I have a 20 Dawn of the Infinite that I could push up. That's like potentially 15 points for the score. This is still 30 points with the score that I could up it to. Maybe like 20. I could push up a Galakrond's Fall to a little bit higher, to like 413, so maybe 10 points potentially I can get up to. Yeah, here we are. We got an EU 70. If we got an EU 70, I don't know. I didn't manage an EU character for Legion. Was the last time I really played EU. I just have a character just to get the duels going, but that's really about it. Yeah, rest of the changes, I don't think there's too... Maybe there's like one, but I don't remember what it is. I know there was monk stuff. Score top. What is the score of some of the top people? I don't even know, like 3,700? Let me look it up, Radar.io. What is some of those highest scores out there? Let me see. I mean, Dr. Heat has 3690. Augmentation Evoker has 3,800. Rare has 3,700. I think 3,700, 3,800 is the highest. Can I just do like all run leaderboards? How do I show it to like the highest score? All dungeons. How do I see the score? Team leaderboards, class leaderboards, season cutoffs. I don't think we really have any, or do we? There's predictions. There's apparently a lot more Alliance players now. The season title is 3,300, which is actually kind of reachable, but I think it's gonna go climb higher. I don't even know. How do I actually see who got the highest score? I think 3,800 is what the highest that I've seen so far. Yeah, 3,800. For this Evoker, what does he have? 3,852. I think this guy might have the highest score. 3,852. Potentially. But I'm not 100% though. Yeah. So, scores are high. If you do some of the higher keys, it's pretty up there. Yeah. But it's also like, what, a bunch of like 30s at, or as many as higher keys as you can on, what's it? Actually, hold on. Maybe I can see who does have actually the highest score. I think if I just go to the homepage and I scroll down, right? Top Mythic Plus players. Apparently they have top Mythic Plus tanks have 3788, but that guy had 38 score, didn't he? Oh, hold on. No. No, I'm dumb. No, I'm dumb. This guy has a high score. Okay, this is what I was looking at. So I was looking at this score in season 2, where people got to 4,000. Right now, 3,700 is the highest. 37, close to 38. For now, people are gonna do higher keys probably afterwards. But this guy done all 30s except for a Dodie and the Throne of the Tides, and then Everbloom, and then a 31 Atal. So like I think that's as high of a key as you can really go right now, but I could be wrong. But yeah, is that the same guy? That is the same guy. Yeah, it's pretty up there. 31 Atal I think is the highest key that's been timed so far, or 31 BRH. That's another high one. 31 BRH is pretty good too. But yeah, title is going to be a little bit tough, but I think it's kind of doable. I don't know how much higher it's going to get, but if it's going to be in the 3600 range, I think it's very doable. A lot more classes I think should be able to reach it, hopefully. But we'll see. I think there's a 4K running around. I don't think there's a 4K. No. I think Red IO would have like the highest on there. That's just, I was like a wrong one. Well, bell drop, speed with socket. Oh, that's really good. And secondary stats actually huge too. Hell yeah. Is it worth? I guess the socket is worth it though. Yeah, socket is worth. It's like 500 DPS minimum. Yeah, that's nice. I was reading season 2 on accident. Yeah, I was reading season 2 as well. Yeah, so when I saw like the guy had 3800, it was actually, I should have been looking at it as like season 3 score, not season 4 score. But yeah. But last season people had 4K and the cutoff was 3.6. I wonder what the cutoff is going to be this time around, because right now the cutoff is 3.3, and like 3.4 is very doable, or even 3.5 is very doable with like a good group, or like 3.6 is very doable with a set group. So like, I wonder if it's going to be 3.6, because that's very doable then, like actually doable, which is weird to say because I never really push keys, but like the difficulty of it, like it becomes a little bit more. Like you could kind of feel the scaling of it a little better, but I don't know. Maybe they really like scale up in like 37, not 37, 27, 28s. Maybe that's where like keys become like ridiculous. But all of them have like a little bit more of like a slower curve to them, I guess. I describe it. Like the difference between a 26 and a 27, or 25 and a 26 so far. Like out of the keys that I've done, like. Atal Dazar just felt like a 24 on Fortified. Maybe in Tyrannical it would feel a lot different, but it just felt like a 24. And we had plenty of time like we were doing the 24. So it just felt like it's like very pushable. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go pick up the Super Boom quests and do a couple of the Green. Does that even give you a score or anything? Did you get anything out of Green? Where is she? It's like 1,000 rep. Do you get anything out of this at all? I don't know, put a seed in. Imagine 37 would be ridiculous. That wasn't that the level that. Which expansion were people like pushing ridiculously high keys? Was it back in Shadowlands towards the end of the Shadowlands? Like season 3? Or was it like Legion that people were doing some wacky numbers? I don't. Because other people were doing some really ridiculous keys. I think it might have been BFA. Like with corruptions. It might have been corruptions. I don't remember now. It's been a bit. BFA and Legion? Yeah, it has to be BFA or Legion. I know Shadowlands like final season was pretty not season 4, but like season 3, I guess. It was good. I just don't remember how good. In terms of like key pushes and whatnot. But yeah, and 37 won't be ridiculous, but like 27, 26 difference, just 26 and 25 difference is not that high. If it feels like a 24, you know what I mean? I guess it also depends on a group though, right? I guess it also depends on a group. I am wondering if they're gonna try to like adjust classes or adjust keys in such a way where more classes can have the potential of reaching title. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit of a tough ask to get into the 0.1% of the population. Bit of a tough ask, but I wonder. If we're just gonna come down just like, you're either playing meta classes or you're not playing meta classes. Who killed WoW? That's the boy, dude. He gotta get title. Imagine who killed WoW with the title. That'll be something. The biggest boy ever, man. That would do the trick. Does moving stream seeds give a rep, or is it just like non-rep one? Because all I need right now is just to get my weekly and maybe get something crafted before the raid starts. Maybe. Like, Rogue can't really get anything crafted for Outlaw, but maybe I can get something for Assassin sub. Or recraft an item. And you don't have 20% speed as a Warlock? Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's huge. 20% is basically like what? Oh my god, yeah, I actually do have 20% speed. What the hell? You're sprinting. You're moving, dude. Moving around. Oh yeah, okay, so that does give rep apparently. If you just put enough points into it. Oh, I had no idea. I had no clue. Is there any other seeds out here by chance? I wonder if I could just like drop a bunch of dues into a... I don't have enough actually. Never mind, that's not gonna work out super well. Burning Rush feels like sprint rogue. Dude, 20% movement speed I imagine? Yeah. 20% to whatever other movement speed you have. What is the Burning Rush movement speed actually? Is it like 160? Because then it's like 180. Because we run at 200 right now. But that's just because we got like wacky new talents. You know? I think I'll just AFK and follow this guy for a bit. Actually, chat, I'm gonna call the stream here because I'm just gonna be doing this, walking after the tree man for a bit, just getting my weeklies out of the way. But I do want to get the raid going tonight. I do want to stream it. We'll be doing Smoldy, we'll be doing the first boss, we'll be doing the second boss, and we'll hopefully be doing a little bit of Chindrail. I'll be playing it as sub. So I think what I'll do is I'll go now. I'll just follow this man around to get my rep stuff. Do the boring weeklies. Maybe get myself something crafted. Can I? Probably not. Maybe after I kill a couple of bosses I can get something crafted. If I'm in for a couple of them, but we'll see. But yeah, I think I'm just going to call it here for now. Boys, thanks so much for coming by. Raid stream later tonight. I don't know if you'll be here or not, but that'll be up in like an hour 30. But yeah. So I'll probably see you guys tonight, or I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't even know what we're doing tomorrow. I think I need to get back to doing my classic stuff. I haven't done a raid on classic for a bit. I think I need a fast BFD run, get a little bit of gear from that. Hopefully get gear, maybe luck out. Who knows? And then maybe me and Jake need to do dead mines at some point, dude, because you still need something from there, right? Yeah, I'll see you then. Have a good one. Yeah, hopefully you get something good out of your vault too as well, my man. But yo, boys, thanks so much for coming by. Appreciate you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. I'll see you for the raid, or I'll see you tomorrow for... We'll figure out what we do. Probably classic. Which is 4 AM today, I think. I don't know time zones. I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up or not, or is it later. But yeah, thank you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Alrighty, boys. Alrighty. Peace.
Moi j'aime les mondes subtils, légères et gentilles, comme des bulles et des sarons. J'aime les voir se prendre et se lire et crème, voler sur le ciel. Sur les cieux bleus, vivrai subtilement, les yeux brisés. Je n'ai jamais poursuivi la gloire.
I can't sleep, yeah. Only miss you when I'm breathing in too deep, yeah. Am I just your little secret? I didn't hear the sirens. I didn't wanna see the warning signs, and now I pay the price, yeah. Oh, I should've known. It hits me like a tidal wave every time you say